it's made it official. We're live, and I'll just wait for some of you guys to come on in, and then we can get started. Let's get our game night going, and we'll get started. Let's get the game night going, and we can get started. I just got to get some of you guys in here first, and then we can get started. Hey, Decay. First one in here tonight. First one in here tonight, so just gotta wait for some others to get in here, and then we can get started. Hello, my sweet feathers. How are you doing, my sweet feathers creature? My day's been okay, you know, just like your normal Friday. Just went out, had lunch, took a little nap before getting ready. So, and now I'm ready to do this with you. Every day, feathers creature. Not a day goes by that I don't think about you. Okay, yeah, I did not take a shower again, but I think I'll be fine. I mean, I I can take. I saw you see it in my hair. Okay. You sure that's just not the sun reflecting off my hair? Okay, yeah, it's in. Okay, yeah, it's in my hair. It's in my hair. It's not the sun reflecting off my hair. Hi, Tammy. All right, next time I will take a shower, feathers. Love you too, feathers. Got all. See, we've got 3 active chatters in here. Just need a couple more, 1 or 2 more. Oh yeah, I did see that. I said so that was up. I mean, that the photo of Winnie that was pretty good. I can tell that took a lot of hard work. Especially if you can count all the knits you did in there. Oh yeah, I forgot about, yeah, I had forgotten to ask about your eye. Did you, oh, you're filling it with color. Winnie, oh, you know, Feathers, Winnie the Pooh. Steve Areno, you are the WhatsApp. You and a few others in here. I said we start the 1991 questions. I had to go back through a few shows to see when they were started, and seems like the questions start off will be in 1991. So I thought okay, we're starting 1991. I said we moved through the latter part of 88, all through 89, all through 90, and now we're in 91. Won't be far before we get into 95, and then we run out of questions, and then we go back to the 90s and we get old Meathead Louie's questions and answers. Oh, know of any local snake handler? No, I do not. I do not. Hello, Sunflower. But if Shane comes in here, then my maybe you guys can give her some recommendations, because I don't know anybody that can be a snake handler preacher. I do not. And we've got Spirit Stalker in here. Pet snakes 3. Oh, so that's a total of 11 snake pets. Oh, 5 babies. Okay. So a total of 8. So a total of 8 snakes then. I wonder if any of those baby snakes are, or those adult snakes and those baby snakes. I wonder if the adults may be the parents' snakes. Oh, you got the babies separately. Okay. No, no, I didn't even know Jonathan was a snake handler. Personally, I probably would be afraid to handle snakes or even hold one. Yeah, if boas don't seem so bad. Boa constrictors, they don't seem so bad. Hey, J-Dog. No doubt. Yep. I just remember, I, re- I remember what somebody told me about snakes once. They said, "Here's what they said. You just remember this: red and yellow kill a fellow. Red and black friend of Jack." Where's it was my mangrove snake had 40. There's other spiders, mantids, centipedes. King snakes would probably be, very deadly. Now, I remember saying that poem, and then they were like, and then one person was like, "That's only red and yellow to kill a fellow if you go up against a cobra snake." King snakes make great pets. King snakes would probably make a great guard guard pet than a guard dog. King snakes are not poisonous. They eat rattlesnakes. Oh, okay. And the rattlesnakes can be poisonous, so king snakes, so they would make so it's like king snakes would eat other snakes. They make great pets. Seems like they make a great pet more than a dog, They would guard the house more than a dog. Seems like if a dog can can scare off somebody, imagine what a snake could do. I said I said you never know. I said I said one of the scariest things that I saw is like, I was out I was outside with one day, long time ago. No, probably about 10 years ago, somewhere around there. I was outside with my dad, my son, and the dog, and and we see a we see a frog, and then we see a snake, and the snake bites the frog, and then instantly the frog's dead. So that had to be a poisonous snake. Because once he bit that frog did not move. That frog was dead. You were asking, I did not answer that because you said where, Because you said you were asking where I'm from now, where I am now. Or where I'm from. Axolot. Oh, hey Cheryl. Um, well, I'm from the USA, the state of Kentucky. Axolots and elephants. Good axolots were probably just another form of snake. I know elephants aren't. They're anyway. I was going to say that that when now when I now on I had noticed that before we had closed on Wednesday that we had actually skipped some questions. So I said we might do the one of them tonight, when we get into it, but we had skipped some. And I said I checked all the episodes, and these were no doubt made in early 91. So I thought, so I said, okay. I said it's settled. We're out of the 1990 questions and getting in the 91 questions. If we ever get through the questions, we'll be reaching February 91, because some of these questions are from February 91. One of my oh, I did not see J Dog's answer. Oh, cool, because I'm actually from Canada. Oh, but you live in Iceland now. Is it cold in Iceland? Axolotl are great pets. Amazing how they transform if you provide them with land to live on. One of my favorite pets I had was chameleons. I had 3 of them. I remember you showed me one of those one of the chameleons. They're aquatic, but will literally transform into a newt-like creature if provided with land. Ooh. I wonder if it's very cold in Iceland, like they say it is, or just like of the country. Wonder if it's really cold in Iceland. I mean, it's pretty peaceful. It's pretty peaceful, and yes, pretty cold. But I liked Canada. I'm more a city boy. Axolotls remind me of a tank dog. Mm. I've never seen an axolotl before, but then again, I'm not familiar with the snakes. Oh, oh, that snake joke. Oh, that's so dirty. The axolotls from Mexico never transform into adults. They're forever teenagers. Now, let me see if I can pronounce that right, Tammy. Your dad went to Iceland and he was stationed in Reykjavik. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Is it Reykjavik? Close. Okay. To top it off, some axolotls got freckles. You barely ever see freckles on a snake. Yeah, and I saw that you did send one, Cheryl, and I'm going to check that out after the stream. It's not a snake. Oh, okay. Reykjavik. Okay. Reykjavik. Maybe that's how you say it, Reykjavik. Oh, J-Dog lives in Reykjavik. Oh, it's not a snake. Okay. I figured it was a snake because we were on the subject of snakes. The yawns smile and can regrow their brain. I think when I was little and out in the sun during the summertime, I think I started growing freckles. Of course, they're almost, pretty much gone now. I can't really see them now. Axolotls look like a Pokemon and regrow limbs like Deadpool. Imagine if they actually found an axolotl in a Pokemon. My first Pokemon, noticings were back in the 90s, and the two Pokemon that were on the Super Smash Brothers game, Pikachu and Jigglypuff. Oh. All right, J-Dog. You have a good night. Come back tomorrow and we'll have same time and we'll be here. You must mean the Pokemon movie. You farted and lost the battle the other night, PJB. Sorry, but that happens sometimes. Can't win everything. Can't win them all. Okay. maybe not the first question, but the second question I really, am a little uneasy about because it seems like it'll involve, views and points, and hope the second question's not too controversy. All I could find on YouTube was axolotls being fed salmon. Apparently, they love it. They get catch some salmon for axolotls, and you'll have some food for them. Feeding time. What's on the menu tonight? Salmon. Now, Cheryl, are you talking about the Pokemon movie that was out in I think it was 1999? Hey, Belle. Yes, rest in peace, Chuck Norris. I saw maybe two or three of my friends, saying, rest in peace, Chuck Norris, and one of them was like, no, not Chuck Norris. They said his cause of death is undisclosed, but they said that he died peacefully in Hawaii. He died peacefully in Hawaii at 86 years old. Rest in peace to the Walker, Texas Ranger, 86 years old. 86. Oh, Detective Pikachu. Okay. They said that he was very active and had a lot of energy days up to his death. It's kind of like he said when he turned 86, he's like, I don't grow old. I level up. They said that was one of his quotes, before like on his birthday or something. I don't get old. I level up. Apparently, fortunately, you leveled up and died, so it's game over, Chuck. But Chuck Norris' death, is always, it's always just reminds us that, that, well, it's always like Lewis says, tomorrow is never promised. Oh, Pikachu, okay. Detective Pikachu was 2019. Okay. A thing I liked about Chuck Norris is they weren't at anybody's expense. Yeah, I mean, if somebody needed to learn karate, he was there to teach them karate. I'm sure I'm sure that Chuck had to do some butt kicking to some people back in the day. I mean, he was Walker, Texas Ranger, for goodness sakes. It's not often that a Texas Ranger gets to do karate kick. If you think this is an L stream, then why are you even here, Saho, or however you say your name? I need a total gym again. Maybe they'll discount them. Yeah, if Spirit Stalker is ready, yeah, because we're 30 minutes in the stream. If Spirit Stalker says she's ready, so I know. I've got 6 viewers, thank you very much. And I have over 3.2K subscribers, so you know, let's try to see you trap that. Yep, you're like our 14,400. You're like our 14,444 troll. So it's time for you, Saul, to tuck and roll. Well, it surely fits his name. If that's how his name is pronounced, DK, it surely fits it. His personality surely fits it. Yeah, Ramble's less than Theo Vaughn. Yep, she warned you, Saul, and now it's time to tuck and roll. I've learned that from somebody I usually watch, you know. They say, time for you to tuck and roll, and then they'll say the B word, but I'm not gonna say that. I'll just say tuck and roll. All right. Now Spirit Stalker's ready, Tammy is ready. Let's see. Steve-O ready? Now Steve-O and yep, and keep on rolling. And Decay. If Steve-O, Cheryl, and Decay are ready, we can start. Not everybody appreciates top-notch streaming hosting. It's a tough job, but I mean, hey, somebody's got to do it to keep everybody in check. Okay. I spent a day training with Bruce Lee's best friend who had 9 black belts at the time. Sounds like he was going to try to train you to be a top-notch master, Tammy. Top-notch karate, that is. You get some banter going now and then. I have a feeling that, you know, we'll get some more people in here soon. It says I have 3 people, but I know that I've got 4 people. I've got Steve Areno, Cheryl, Spirit Stalker, Tammy, Decay. I've at least got 5. YouTube's messing with the counter again. Or with the analytics again is what I'm trying to say. YouTube's messing with the analytics again. All right. I did, karate and kickboxing. My bro's in town. I can't make, that's a drag. Well, then I guess we better get some questions in so you can enjoy at least some 91 this week. Here's how. Okay. The first question that we have said, I think that is probably the start of 91. I'm not sure. This might be the first question of 91. I'm not sure, but here we go. We'll go with the first question. We got the top 6 answers to this question. Let's see. Okay. Really good question. Top 6 answers. Name something that secretaries have to lie about to their bosses' wives. If they're in, all right. There you go, Cheryl. Whereabouts of the boss is the number one answer, and if they're in a meeting, there you go. That's number four, but not on a okay, not on a call. Question DK is name something that secretaries have to lie about to their boss's wife. Out of office, yep. Okay. Where the boss is, all right. Tammy and Cheryl got that one. When he left work, number six. When he left work. See what's left to get. 2, 3, and 5. Okay, 2, 3, and 5. There's sexual. Okay, there you go, DK. Dating the boss, number 5. Number 5, dating the boss. Not if he's sleeping around with anyone, but dating the boss is there, number 5. Just got to get 2 and 3 now. Because you got the meetings, dating the boss, when he left work, the whereabouts. What else might their secretary lie about? Oh, Spirit Stalker. The question was, name something that secretaries have to lie about to their bosses' wives. So far, we've got where's the whereabouts of the boss, his meetings, dating the boss, and when he left work. But it's not cheating at the golf course. Of course, there could be some cheating in there, I mean, these are secretaries having to lie something about the boss's wife. Okay, there you go, Cheryl. Why is he working late? Number 2. Why is he working late? Not that he got sick or that he got a bad deal on all the mufflers for his fleet of cars or trucks. Might I don't know. I don't know about why he changed his clothes, but who he's with. But that would make more sense, Decay. Who he's with? Yep, number 3, the boss's lunch dates. There you go. That's all 6 of them. That's all 6 things that secretaries have to lie about to their boss's wife. It's all 6 of them right there. The boss is doing dirty to his wife. Okay, now this next question, I said I really don't like this next question because this next question, um, it goes from views and opinions, but it is a question, so just let you know what the questions are and what the answers are. I feel uneasy about asking this, but it is a question, so I'll go ahead and give this to you. Top 5 answers to this question. Name a specific topic that people make up their minds about and then never change. A topic that people make up their minds about and then never change. Spirit Stalker says marriage. There you go. Marriage, number 4, marriage. Having kids is sort of something like that. Okay. Religion. Okay, Tammy says religion. Number 2, religion. No kids. All right. Okay, Spirit Stalker. Abortion. Number 3. Abortion. Abortion. Number 3. Now you've gotten the middle answers, just got to get the top answer and the bottom answer. Not where they're going to live. Maybe by the end of this question, you'll understand why I felt uneasy about asking this. It's not about eating meat, though, or education. Something that people make up their minds about and then never change. Nope, not family. Not family or their gender. We've got the children. No, it's not their sexuality. But there is something close to there. Not the football team or the fear of heights. One of them you're very close to. But it's not gender we're talking about. And it's not height either. Abusive? No, not being abused. Well, it's not all. Well, Cheryl, they're not all sex answers. The first answer and the last answer, and plus number two, religion. They weren't really about um, sex. Okay, there you go. Their political opinion, DK. Politics. That's the number one answer. Politics. And now, got to get that last one. It's not their. It's not their vasectomy. Why did I have so? Why was I? Why was that hard for me to say? Whether or not Bon Jovi has always been cheesy. Don't think so. Don't think Bon Jovi would have a problem with number five. It wouldn't be staying fit either. What? Um, their love of small African mammals. No. Well, sort of like what kind of friends they like, but they may choose friends on what of what. They may, well, I can't really say it because it's in the answer. Oh. Hope she's okay, Cheryl. This dude is awesome. He went viral in the video on TikTok for pooping in the mall, and then the poop fell down his leg, and he slipped and fell on it. He is literally an icon. The Joys found at the illegal massage parlor. Almost their demographic, not quite their demographic, but the demographic would be in like you could say one thing and one part of it, and I'll give it to you because there's many ways you can say it. Yeah, their friendship group, but they may choose friends on like their what. It wouldn't be their demographic. You're close with demographic, but not quite. Yeah, what race they want. There you go. What race they want to be with. There you go, Spirit Stalker. Number five is racial feelings. Racial feelings is number five. Now maybe you know why I felt uneasy about asking that question, because it's so like I felt like all those answers were going to get controversial. I thought when I got to this question, I was like, oh no. Cheryl said she got attacked by a dog in the face, almost took her ear off. Local hospital sent Children's Hospital for repairing. Must have been one of those rough dogs. Must have been like a pit bull or a Doberman Pinscher or a Rottweiler or something. Must have been one of those vicious dogs. Ah, it's how they're raised. Okay. That's what they tell me. They tell me that, the animal can be cruel, but, it's more like how nice their owners are and how nice they raise the dog. Oh, bless her. Sure, I nearly lost an eye to a dog when I was 3. I nearly lost an eye once too, but it wasn't to a dog though. And I was older. I was probably like maybe 8 years old, 8, 9 years old. And I remember that one of these things, it's not the dog, man, it's their owners. Any dog can be nasty. I remember this one restaurant out of town that we went on vacation, they were shooting darts and everything, and one dart nearly hit me in the eye. The one dart that nearly hit me in the eye, the girl had to come over and, say I'm sorry and everything, but my dad still wasn't happy. She's like, what if she had nailed him in the eye? She's like, he missed his eye barely, but, what if she had nailed him in the eye? One year ago, my nephew was bitten face too. Oh. My granddaughter got attacked by. Now you would think a cat would not attack somebody, more like a dog, but I guess cats can be very vicious at times too. Hello, Kethri Veriskov, if I'm saying your name right. But yeah, I said if you annoy a cat, she will, they will attack. I mean, my it's like I said, you can thank my oldest niece and my oldest nephew for it, but they used to love to traumatize their our cat, and she wasn't putting up with it. I said thank my oldest niece and oldest nephew when they were kids. That thank them for why she hated kids. 1 millimeter to the left, I would have lost my eye. But that's traumatizing, That is traumatizing. I mean, even a cat can get vicious at times. Now, when you think of vicious, you think of dog, but no, cats can get vicious too. Yeah, the cat I had when she was alive, she was a tabby. She was a tabby. She also started getting fat too. Had to get her on food that would help her lose weight. Remember, she was about 8 years old. Took her to the vet. They said, you know, she may not live much longer because if she gets fatter, she could develop diabetes. We saved her from getting diabetes. The cat, that is. Mm. Who's okay? But that is traumatizing. I'll put it this way. You know, our cat was not, you know, not nice. I mean, thing is, she liked guys more than she liked girls. So if you were a girl, you might have gotten a better chance to get hissed at. Only girl I know he didn't hiss at was Lannon's mother. Think he hissed at every other girl though. Yeah, where are John and Shan? They're missing all the fun. I had to have my skin pulled together and glued, then butterflied stitches. I remember I had to get 4 stitches in my head when I was younger. We were at a we were at a Boy Scouts meeting, and me and this one other kid were just playing rough with each other. We're playing rough. I noticed my dad said what happened was that I hit my head hard on the slide, and I was coming back for him, and I didn't even know it was happening, you know, but there was blood running down my head. It's like I was coming back for him, and and I didn't even know blood was coming down my head. I had to get 4 stitches for it. I'm thinking, you know, you gotta bless that little bless the mother, because one of the mothers were like, you know, oh, I sure hope it wasn't my kid that hit him, or I hope it wasn't my kid that pushed him. And then I hear that not too much later after that, you know, I we see them at a local restaurant, and I'm like 6 years. Of course, we're still like 6 years old, and I run up and I'm like, "That's the kid who pushed me. That's the kid who pushed me." And I said, you know, bless the mother's heart. She was saying it was hoping it wasn't her child that pushed me, and I and I say and I say it, you know, in front of everyone, you know, when we see him, that's the kid who pushed me. That's the kid who pushed me. I had to have. Oh, I read that part. It was an accident. The dog caught me with his claw. Ooh. Yeah, I came outside in the daylight, Joski. It is still daylight outside. So I said, you know, this will be good, because I said now I can come out maybe Fridays and Saturdays in the daylight, and maybe not have to get dark until it's time to go, which is not even time to go. Been in here almost an hour, and you've only missed a couple questions. We got to talking, and then we left off on the questions. Got talking into about dogs, and cats, and how they can be vicious sometimes. Sometimes my cat would get annoyed with me when I was younger. There's a few times where she'd slap me. She'd slap me. The cat would slap me. No joke. Sometimes I'd annoy her so much she'd slap me. Don't limit yourself to trivia. I know everyone enjoys it, but the good conversation is just as important. Mm, yeah. Yeah, but I know, but I mean, I know that I mean, they love their trivia. They love their trivia. In fact, now that you're here, Joski, you could probably help with the questions. Yeah, frankly, it was, who was it? It was, I'm not sure. Was it Steve Areno who said, who was asking where John and Shan are? I'm not sure. All right. All right, but are you guys ready to get back to the game? I mean, an ear or an eye, that's going to be, I mean, if you get surgery on it, that's going to cost a whole bunch, unfortunately. Okay, let's see. Now, you guys were good about topics that people can make up their mind, um, and where they'll have minds about and then never change their mind. But you almost not the not the right. Or maybe I should just read it to you first and then I'll tell you. But I mean, say you're not plastic surgeon, but you're very close. Because the question is this one. Top 6 answers. Name an occupation in which a person probably makes over $100,000 a year. Give her a hug from me. Tell her I said she's a brave girl. Speaking of lawyers, she might need a lawyer if she's traumatized from the dog bite almost taking off her ear. Let's see. A lawyer. Okay, there you go. There you go, Joski. Got and Spirit Stalker and Tammy. Y'all got, and Cheryl. Y'all got lawyer or attorney number 2. Attorney number 2. And a doctor, we've got a lot of doctor answers. We've got one from Joski, Spirit Stalker, Cheryl. Okay, there you go. Yep. Physician, number 1. Physician is the number 1 answer. Now, let's see. A judge. Believe it or not a judge. Not a judge. Not an electrician either. Or the president. Business C. Okay, there you go, Spirit Stalker. A business executive, number 3. Business executive, number 3. Wouldn't be a professional cuddler or an accountant. A stripper or a pole dancer? No, not this time, Tammy. Your stripper or pole dancer doesn't work this time. It's not an accountant or real estate or a thief. Okay, there you go. Or I could have just you said you Spirit Stalker and Joski said president, and then you said politician. Yeah, I really guess I should have given you number 6 because politician is there. That's number 6. Mike Lendale selling his lumpy pillows to arseholes. So you got politician. Not an engineer, though. Adult bookstore cashier. Not an adult bookstore cashier. But who's to say that, she may not have met some of these. Not a teacher or a professor. Like music or movie. You mean, you mean like an actor or an actress? Do you mean with like music or movie? Do you mean like an actor or actress? Movie star. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Spirit Stalker and Tammy had the same idea. There you go. Number 4, an actor. An actor, number 4. Now just got to get one more answer. Last answer is not a director or a horny lifeguard. Of course, girls can be lifeguards, so there could be some horny lifeguards there that are girls too. Horny lifeguard could apply to guy or girl. Let's see. Not a dentist or a hotel owner. This one's very specific. Not a construction company. So can horny security officer. Okay, that's true. I go for a horny horny lifeguard, because if she gives you enough boner, she can ride your banker. Not a banker or not a pilot or drunk pilot. No pilot this way, and no drunk banker or no drunks in this survey either. Besides, they said, occupation. I don't know if they could do the occupation if they were drunk. But I never knew these guys number 5. I never knew these guys made that much a year. You just got to figure out what it is, though, before I give it to you. It's not a department store owner. Not a department store owner. Good evening, Lewis. It's not a trucker, not a trash man either. I was surprised when I saw this. I was like, really? I thought they make that much. I didn't think they made that much. It's not window cleaners or a scientist. You just gave me a like, Lewis. Thank you. Nope, not a scientist or a pharmacist. It's not one of those serious jobs like a physician or attorney or business executive or any of those. Actor or politician. It's not a traffic warden. I'm Michael D. Rothschild from Israel. Hello, Michael. Welcome to the stream. Wouldn't be a consultant or a baby oil procurement executive or a pharmacist or a psychiatrist. Repeat the question. Cheryl, the question is, name an occupation in which a person probably makes over $100,000 a year. Yeah, we've got for nurse and doctor, we've got physician. We've got physician. And there's Jonathan. Nope, not a prostitute. But I do have a fun fact to tell you as soon as we finish this question. got a real fun fact for you to know. Nope, not Jake from State Farm is not this kind of guy. It's not. We've got lawyer. It's not a dentist. Not a cashier. Not a cashier at all. I don't know yet, but I might do a video tomorrow on the life and legacy. Yes, they said in his last days he was very energetic, and on his 86th birthday he said, "I don't get old. I level up." It's not a jeweler. I manage banks. Oh, so you're a banker. Oh, see, dentist, not a dentist or a cop or a body model or a mortuarist or an undertaker. Yep, rest in power, Chuck. You probably manage a lot being a bank manager. Steve-O, it's in a jar in the freezer. Yeah, passed away yesterday at the age of 86. Not a creative director or a U.S. Marshal or a teacher. Yeah, Chuck Norris. We're talking about Chuck. Chuck Norris died, 86 years old. It's not military. Not a school superintendent, but school superintendents can have these, though. Or not a superintendent, but the school could have this, though. It's just not a superintendent or an optometrist. Yeah, Walker, Texas Ranger. I assume Chuck could beat death. We all thought that. It's not the dean of college, but college can have these people too. They really wouldn't look at them in college, though, or high school, more like college. It's not principal or a hedge fund manager. Too tough to die. We would have thought that. We'd have thought that. You know, he was too tough, but he couldn't beat it. Not a tutor or a hint. Okay. Your hint, Cheryl, will be think of players like think of player um oh, I don't need to tell you. Joshi just got it. Athlete. Athlete number 5. Hi, Skylar. I don't know, Pegasus. Why don't you kind of tell us what kind of retard you are? Anyway, but yeah, you don't need it. He got it, athlete, or what they say, pro athlete. So yeah, athlete, Joski said, and sports players, Spirit Stalker said. There you go. There's your 6 answers on a physician that might, or yeah, occupation that makes, where a person probably makes $100,000 a year. Yeah, you're a fool. You mess with me, you mess with my stream, you mess with my friends. Okay. The room was giving you good advice last time, Skylar. All right. Now, this is no sense in timing him out. I blocked him. Yep. And he's probably got a speech. I mean, this guy probably has a speech impediment. I don't help if I repeat stuff. That's just the way I am. Lots of people have speech impediments. Okay, anyway. Okay, we did this question on Wednesday night, but I had because I had flipped the wrong one. This is where we're back in here. Normally warn them first unless it's bad. speech. Now, so we're gonna do this one. Yep, Lewis is here, Jonathan. Yep, that's true, Lewis. You test our patience and you'll see what will happen. We don't play. All right. Question here is this one. The question that we asked, the last question that we asked earlier on Wednesday night. Okay, top 4 answers. Tell me something people do when they unexpectedly find themselves face to face with a movie star. What is something people do when they unexpectedly find themselves face to face with a movie star? Okay, there you go, Cheryl. They can't speak. They can't speak or stutter. That's the number one answer. They're speechless or they stutter. I know you've done this question, Jonathan, but I went out of order, so I said this would be the correct order. So this is why I'm doing it this way. Besides, we'll get to that one that we never got to get on Wednesday due to low battery. Let's see. They don't cry, but yeah, they do get their autograph. They do get their autograph. Number 2, Spirit Stalker, and Decay. You got it. They scream. Number 4. Oh, Sherry. He's calling Cheryl Sherry. Okay, I was wondering who's Sherry? Yep. We got they scream. Yeah, we got that. But it's not Schiff or Bart or get excited. It wouldn't be go bother them. But yeah, you would stutter. You would stutter. That trolls will be trolls. They're nothing but assholes. Once you become an asshole, always an asshole. They'll never change their ways. Would have been good to have been the. Would have been good to. Would have been good for an earlier question then. How some people are mind people, that they'll never change. They'll set something to their mind, they'll never change. Flash their breast. Oh, I don't think they flash their breast. They wouldn't faint. Oh, yeah. Assholes will be booted. Nobody messes with Matthew. That's true, Jonathan, but my name is with 2 T's. Um, not hug them or buy them a meal, but yeah, they get nervous. But when they get nervous, besides screaming, they might do what else? They wouldn't help but be able to just, what would they do? Hi, scratching boomers. They wouldn't pass out or shake. I mean, well, they would. Well, they would. Well, they have a serious. Well, not act. Well, they might act shy or shake or faint, but well, no, they don't. They don't turn purple and faint. They are really, but they're real. They're not going to. Oh no, it's the opposite of ignore them. They want to get a really good eye on them, so they're going to. Time ago, a female fan flashed Henry Winkler, and he was offended. And ever since, I want to get famous. Problem. Do you know why the trolls? Because when they come out of their mom's hoo-ha, they lack of oxygen. That's why they are stupid. When I became a YouTuber, they don't go red or they piss themselves, but they want to get a. But if they want to get a good eye on them, and well, it's not video them, but back in the day, if you wanted to get a, I mean, this is still what people do, and a lot of people would just be like, and if they do it too much, somebody might, just get, annoyed and say, "What are you? What are you at?" You're not getting a picture or hugging them. I was 10 when she flashed poor Henry Winkler, aka Fonz. The Fonz is like 80 years old today. Yeah, you stare at them. Number 3, you stare at them. And it is starting to get a little dark in here, so I think I will just, I will turn the car on, up the window, and then turn on the lights because it's sort of getting dark in here. I think you guys are seeing that it's not as bright as it was. Uh, not as bright as it was an hour ago. Yeah, they stare. They stare. That's the ones I gave you. They stare. Would a star be generous to give you money? Oh, by the way, I said I had a really fun fact for you, but I forgot to tell you. But now that since Jonathan's in here, he can get this. They can get it too. There was actually, I'm actually doing a, I'm actually doing questions from 1991. You know that, and I'm getting the February, like the, uh, and like the, I'm getting them like the Miss USA people, and then like the Miss Country people, like Miss Holland, I can't remember where this one girl is, and it's hard to pronounce her name, but one of the girls' names, foreign, is called Porn Tip. Pornti, Porn Tip. I thought she would want to know that, one of the women's names on the Family Feud back in February of '91 when they were doing countries, Miss Countries. I can't remember where she's from, but her name's Porn Tip. And her last name is very hard to pronounce. If you want to check it out, it's on the playlist. Just type in Family Feud Ray Combs and then find the February '91 episodes. And yeah, Porn Tip. That's her name, Porn Tip. She explained to the host, because the host couldn't say it, she explained it to the host, and I tried saying it a few times myself. I'm thinking, oh, but I forgot how it is. But yeah, that's her name, Porn Tip. Believe it or not, you think nobody would be ever named Porn Tip, but hey, times are changing. Times are changing. All right, I have porn tips if anybody's interested. Well, not the porn tip from not the porn tip. I'm gonna actually keep my window rolled down a little bit. Still a little hot. So anyway, okay. Anyway, question we were going to do, but ran out of time on Wednesday. I said this is going to be an easy one. We got the top 4 answers to this question. Name a place that begins with the word north. Name a place that begins with the word north. You say Pale Man is Peter North's finest movie. And we're asking about poles. So yeah, name a place that begins with the word north. And Jonathan got it, the North Pole. That's the number 1 answer. North Pole. Okay, there you go, Spirit Stalker. North America. North America, number 3. Not North Africa, but there you go, Steve Areno and Decay and Cheryl. North Dakota. Number 4 is North Dakota. Now just got to get number 2. It's not the Northern Hemisphere or North Wheat. There you go. There you go. Cheryl, you got it. North Carolina, number 2. Now that was pretty easy. That's the only 4 places you can find that will begin with the word north. Okay. Yes, nice job, team. Okay. I had trouble reading it at first, but I know what it's saying. Okay. I'm gonna do another stream after this. Okay. Maybe I can join, if it's not too late. I don't know. Because when I usually leave, I usually go get ready for work. But if I could join, Jonathan, even if it's just for a few minutes, I would. Okay, next question. Top 5 answers to this question. Name something that a person likes to do after a long drive. What is something a person likes to do after a long drive? Okay, I'm getting a lot of sleeps. I'm getting a sleep from Scratching Boomer, Spirit Stalker, Cheryl. There you go. There you go. There you go, you three. Rest or sleep is the number 1 answer. Rest or sleep. And Cheryl, you got relax, number 2. Or I'm not sorry, number 3. Relax. Relax. But not the park, Decay, not the park. But Tammy did get stretched. Yeah, stretch your legs or walk. Number 4. It's not eat or pee or get drunk, though. Yeah, oh, Jonathan, Spirit Stalker also said rest as well. So she gave both of them. All right, let's see. What we have here, 2 and 5 left. Not get a coffee or relax or eat or triple clog the toilet. Not even go to the bathroom. You're going to the bathroom for something, but it's not to clog the toilet, though. Not a drink or massage the goose or watch TV. I don't think they'd want to go for another drive. Not right away. Not make their bed, but Decay got one. Shower or bathe. Cheryl says wash face and Decay says shower. Those both fit for shower or bathe, number 2. MVP at the gas station glory hole. I don't think they'd have those. Snap into a Slim Jim. No, you wouldn't be snapping into a Slim Jim. This is my kind of question, boomers. Number 5 is, I guess I could see number 5. I think it's kind of weird, but number 5, it's not smoke or still gas or rent a hotel. Why would you want to rent a hotel after a long drive? When I drive home late after investigations, I drink an energy drink monster. Sorry, I said that while I was yawning. Let me say that again. Tammy says, when I drive home late after investigations, I drink an energy drink monster. Take a break. Well, I guess with relax, they're taking a break, but number 5, order a mosaic axolotl. You're not ordering anything or eating anything. What you have is what you received when you got home. Which means that you must have been on a long trip or at least a long day trip to get this answer. Blow rent money on paranormal gear. I do, Jonathan. I like the Viking berry one. We now have that in the UK. Jonathan says, Tammy, when you coming to US? Not find a massage parlor or do nothing. Scope out the neighbor's house for a potential burglary. No, not that. Not unpack either. I mean, unpack's a good answer, though. I think that would be something I would do. They don't have unpack, though. To get this, you must have had to, to get Where's that sheep shagger, Tim? Isn't that a drink in the UK? Oh, Viking Berry. When I have saved enough as I want to do a month in the USA. She wants to do a month in the USA. We'll have to all find a meeting place so we can all meet Tammy. Meet our UK pole dancer. No, we only have certain monster drinks here. Hello, Nasta. And I bet you could do a pole dance for Jonathan too, couldn't you? I think Jonathan would like that. Wouldn't you, Jonathan? You'd like a little pole dance from Tammy, wouldn't you? That's a pretty interesting thing, you know. So you want to be like a monster drink seller, monster truck driver. Oh wait, oh, you mean you don't mean monster truck driver, you mean monster truck, buy a monster truck. Yeah. Monster truck is two different meanings now. But you mean the big monster trucks, the big ones. I've never had a monster drink. Do they really work or bullcrap? I've never had a monster drink, so I couldn't really tell you. Boomers, they keep me going on investigations. I don't know, Jonathan. I don't smoke, but I will tell you, once when I was 16, I wasn't staying over. I was just at a friend's house for a couple hours. You know, one of my friends that happened to be a girl. She was high that night and, you know, she was smoking, of course, in her house. And she's like, you know, I told her, you know, I don't smoke. And she's like, you know, why don't you take a puff? Why don't you take one puff? The first time it took me about 2 or 3 to actually get a puff out. So I've taken a puff, but that's all I've done. That's all I've done. Just a puff, that's all. It'll be real dumb driving a ginormous truck and gas gets $8. I drink Coca-Cola in the AM. That is my go-to. Oh. A good energy drink is called Sneak Energy Boomers. Now Jonathan is asking Tammy, have you ever smoked pot? Like Clinton, I did not inhale. Some people were saying, you know, when he spoke at the podium and said that he did not have sexual relations with that woman, a lot of people were thinking, oh, Monica was probably under the podium, you know, giving him a blowjob while he was speaking. Anyway, yeah, we were did a question on politics earlier, so of course that was going to have to come up. Oh, you still have he just he just had sex with her blue dress. They say you know, there's a song called Devil in the Red Dress, Devil in the Blue Dress. Or no, is it Devil with the blue dress on? I think it's Devil with the blue dress on. I think I'd be a hoot to hang out with. I think I'd be fun to hang out with. Boomers, it's better for you. You don't get the bad stuff with Ivy. There's a picture of Clinton in a blue dress at Epstein. Yeah, I've been seeing that before. So it's just kind of like, you know. So Bill Clinton was crossing Epstein's mansion with a dress. Maybe he wanted to be the girl in the relationship. Sorry, Hillary. Now you know my fetish. I like to dress in blue dresses. Okay, that was a bad Bill Clinton impression. Hillary, I like to dress in blue dresses. Anyway. We're supposed to oh, that was pretty good. Okay. All you got to do is just go down deep. You just got to make your voice like real deep, because his voice was like real deep. It's like, just make your voice go down real deep and you could actually probably do a good impression of him. They say that Clinton has testified, though, and I think they said that he has said, you know, I think they said that Bill Clinton's testified and said he was never on Epstein Island. But I find that hard to believe, though. Do y'all know that Epstein is on the? That's Andrew Jackson. That's Andrew Jackson, Jonathan. No, I saw it. You said maybe Epstein had it because Clinton was his bitch. No, you got it. That comment showed up. Bill Clinton has vocal fry. Oh, by the way, to get to the question, you still haven't gotten number 5. I was only kidding. Oh. Yeah, but think if Epstein was on the $20 bill. Love Bill Clinton at Aretha's tribute concert. Oh. Yeah, Aretha Franklin. I said, you know, I'll always remember her by her song, Respect. Epstein taught my dog or my pig to do a backflip. Really? Bill Clinton is hornier than John. Well, haven't all presidents had some affairs or scandals? That was Bill's biggest scandal. I said, but think about some other presidents, you know, they've had some pretty big scandals as well. And it is as you see, it is pitch dark, so I'm going to go ahead. All right, sorry about that. Sometimes it does that. So I wish I had Snow Bunny interns. Horn blows does the driver. That is my keychain right here. You know, the problem is that the ignition button is right above the panic button. So if you try to turn it in, you might be, there's a good chance you'd hit it too. So sometimes I have to put my thumb over it to make sure. I don't blow though. I mean, I'm not going to be live streaming. I'm just going to do a video. I will introduce a new pic of my ghost equipment. So please comment so I know you were there. Thanks. Oh, that was you. Yes. My bad. Anyway, you still have not got number 5. You still haven't got number 5. But number 5, you would probably do after being, on vacation. If you're on vacation, you might check the latest what? Oh, I'll show the new 3 ones. Well, after you are on a, well, yeah, but you might get news by, but there's something you would also have to check as well. Check what there's some things that you might miss, you know, and you need to keep a check on all the what you're getting. Messages, yeah. You would, and when you get the messages, you would take them out and do what with them? Yeah, mail. But you would do what with the mail? You would, yeah, you'd read the mail. Number 5 is read the mail. Okay. 6 down. Let's get to the next ones. Okay. All right, here we go. We got the top 6 answers to this next question. This next question is, some occupations require silence and sneakiness to show results. Name one. Not quite an FBI agent. Not quite. But you're close. Librarian? Nope, not a librarian. And a police? Okay, there you go, Spirit Stalker. Yeah, law enforcement. Law enforcement. That's the number 1 answer, law enforcement. A dentist? No, not a dentist, but an attorney is there scratching boomers. Number 4. Jonathan says, repeat. Jonathan, the question is, some occupations require silence and sneakiness to show results. Name one. Wouldn't be a fisherman, but Steve Areno did get one. A politician. Number 5 is a politician. And Cheryl says an accountant. All right, for Cheryl, I'm going to go ahead and give you number 6 for accountant, because number 6 is a stockbroker, and that is sort of like the same thing, sort of, kind of associated with an accountant. So yeah, for accountant, I'm going to give you number 6, which is a stockbroker. We've already got the law enforcement, uncovered, so I don't think they do undercover. Let's see, a detective. Specifically, what kind of detective? Not military or a used car, though, or a used car salesman. Hopefully you got that question now, Jonathan. Not a hunter or a fireman or a ninja. Proctologist with sausage fingers. Not the popos, and the FBI has been guessed, but you're close. You're close. It's not the FBI, but you're close. You're close. One of their things, one of their words do have a survey in there. Not a scientist or a serial killer or a pharmacist. Decay, ain't that the truth? A stalker? for being a stalker, you would have to ask Spirit on that. She's the stalker, and it's in her name. Might have to ask Spirit, if she has to show silence and sneakiness to show results. Not Tommy Dems or a banker. Banker could have also gone to stockbroker. And okay, there you go. A private detective, yeah, a private investigator. Scratching boomers, a private investigator. Number 2. Now all you need is number 3. Number 3. Not doctor. Chuck Norris in a silent movie. Rest in peace, Chuck. A pet detective? No. Yeah, ninja. Nope, not ninja, not CIA. All right, Jonathan, we'll be here when you get back. Not MAGA volunteer workers. How should I stalk a people's spirit? Their spirit after they die. Fisherman? No, not a fisherman or an undercover slug or an axolotl breeder. Nope, not a hacker, but remember, silence and sneakiness. Could have one more under silence and sneakiness. Not childcare, kind of like a ghost hunter. I don't know. Being married after having an affair? No. Yeah, a spy. A spy, number 3. A spy. A spy is number 3. That's where you got it. That's where you get it. Remember the movie Harriet the Spy? Just think of that. Also, start a real popular movie actress that also passed away at a young age. Let's see. Let me see what this says. Okay. Here's a good question. Top 5 answers to this question. Question is, name something parents learn to do for a new baby. What is something parents learn to do for a new baby? No, not give the baby meth and not give the baby blowjobs. Okay, there you go, Tammy. Change its diapers. That's the number 1 answer. Change its diapers. Just got to get the other 4 now. Not making whoopee quietly. As if they want another baby. Skateboard? They wouldn't learn to skateboard for a new baby. Or wank in the shop. Make baby bottles? Okay. There you go, Tammy. Make them formula, number 5. Number 5, make them formula. But they don't teach them to wank in the shower, Steve Areno. Breastfeeding? Okay, there you go, Decay. They feed them, number 2. Feed them. How to function on 0 sleep. That's probably something a lot of parents have to learn. A lot of new parents have to learn. It's not there, but but how to function on 0 sleep. How to bathe it. Okay, there you go, Tammy. Give it a bath. Number 4, give it a bath. And also, you also need to learn, if you're having a boy baby and everything, you need to take the diaper off and get them in the bath as fast as they can, or they might end up peeing on you. Teach them to cheat. No, you wouldn't teach them to cheat the stock market. I mean, if they can't say words, they can't cheat the stock market, can they? If they can't even talk yet. This is a new baby. New babies can't even talk. so they can't cheat the stock market. How to look fire in a minivan. No, not how to look fire in a minivan. Teach them to not pee on you. Well, how to change the baby. Well, we have said change diapers. We have said change diapers. This is something you got to do with another baby too. Change his clothes. No, not to change its clothes. Just to change its diapers. And teach the baby to fetch them from the fridge. No. We're not going to teach baby to fetch beers from the fridge. Teach it how to use. Oh, that's a good one. How to first use a potty. Nope. My first baby looked a bit weird, so we changed it for a different one. Well, there's another change opportunity. Find out where to get a DNA test. No. If I said, if you want the baby to, well, if you want to, well, sometimes, this is one thing that you do have to do. Steve, no kidding. Did you just fart, Matt? No, I did not fart. But we know where my manners would be if they farted. If I did fart. And you guys don't have to say it. We all know. Nope, I didn't fart. I didn't fart. Yeah, if you taught him to talk, then, teach him to cheat the stock market then. No, not how to get baby mama to go on Maury. Okay, Spirit Stalker is apparently stumped. Do I need to give you a hint on number 4? Or do any of you have any other guesses? Well, yeah, teach him to respect women, but that's gonna teach not to teach him to respect women or teach him love and affection. I mean, those are good things for a baby to learn, but there's one thing that you got to do for them. Question, Spirit Stalker, is name something parents learn to do for a new baby. I do not go loco watching the same Pixar DVDs for years. Kind of like Steve Areno. That kind of sounds like my older sister and my niece. It's like my sister loved watching The Sound of Music, and then after my niece came, she wanted to watch it all the time. So it's like before my niece came, my sister's like, let's watch The Sound of Music, and now after the baby came, she tries to avoid it at all cost. Well, we've gotten feeding them. No religion. It's not a Baptist or a routine. Steve, did you see where a fertility clinic mixed up a couple's child with another couple in Florida? Google it. Very obvious mistake. Well, they don't circumcise the baby. No, this is something they would do to the baby. A baby needs this. A baby needs this. Too bad a baby can't ask to, but you got to know to do this for a baby. Nope, not how to fight a gator. That happens all the time, boomers. I bet, Steve. Speaking of boomers, my parents are boomers. I'm willing to bet a lot of our parents are probably boomers. Not teach them to be quiet or how to ghost lifelong friends. This is something you're going to be helping the baby later in life. Not, well, yeah, teach them to share, but you have to do something else for them. After this would usually come after you feed them. After you feed them, you're going to have to, start. Cheryl, the question is, name something parents learn to do for a new baby. Yeah, to burp them. Number 4, burp them. If you don't burp them, they're going to be very uncomfortable. Big, big babies. Okay. For my next question, I want to ask you, who loves fruit? Who loves fruit? Anybody in this survey love fruit? Tammy loves fruit. Anybody else love fruit in this survey? Spirit Stalker does too. DK says vegan weirdos love lamb. Okay, love fruit. Okay, that's what I was trying to get you to say. Not really. All right, well, maybe you guys can figure this out because this question has to do with fruits. I like tomatoes if that's a fruit. Some people think it is a vegetable, but I have read that it is in fact a fruit. Cherries, let me see here. Cherries, strawberries, dragon fruit, and blueberries. Okay, let me read the question and then let me see what I've got to say right now because of Tammy's answers. Name a fruit you eat with a spoon. That's the question. Name a fruit you eat with a spoon. And Tammy said strawberries, number 3, and she said blueberries, number 5. So she's already got 2 answers, 3 and 5. Strawberries and blueberries. She got 3 and 5 without even hearing the question first. Hey, Mars. Welcome back. Let's see. They don't say you eat kiwi with a fruit. Kiwi with a spoon. But yeah, strawberries. What's up, Mars? Jackfruit smells like us. Well, they don't have jackfruit on this survey. But they don't have a banana either. But there you go, Cheryl. A grapefruit. That's the number 1 answer. A grapefruit. And yes, my dad has eaten grapefruit sometimes, and he's always eaten it with a spoon. So yes, that would make sense why grapefruit you eat with a spoon. The number 1 answer. Just got to get 2 and 4. Melon. All right, there you go, DK. A cantaloupe or a melon is number 2. Just got to get one more answer. One more answer. One more answer. And no, it's not watermelon or pears or apples. And we've already answered grapefruit, melon, and watermelon. So let's see. Question. Did you not get the... Oh, did you not hear the question, Mars? Question was, name a fruit you eat with a spoon. Grapefruit with a bit of sugar on is delicious. I'm not sure if my dad puts sugar or salt on grapefruit. I haven't seen him eat it in a while. Don't eat grapefruit with your diabetes medications. Coconuts. Not coconuts, and not raspberries or avocado or Jello pudding pops. Of course, Jello does have a bunch of fruit. Viola, Bejoya, or Jackson Melon. I just got a PSP7 Bro on an eBay. Got it for $12. Not oranges, and you're close though. You're close though. Not oranges, but you're close, and it's not Aunt Heather's burnt fruit salad. You're lucky she's not in here, Steve Areno. She'd get mad. She'd get mad. Let's see. Not leeches or mandarins. Not a tangerine, but you're so, so close. Does that go? Oh, Spirit Stalker got it. Peaches. Peaches. Oh, Heather is here and she saw it. Heather is here and she saw it. She saw it. You got caught, Steve. You got caught. You got caught by her in the like the minute she comes in. Yeah, she got caught lurking. All right. Anyway, Heather's here to join us for a few questions. Yeah, we're not playing until 9 o'clock. I've got to get to work at 9 o'clock. We're gonna play for maybe about 5-10 more minutes, you know, depending on how far we can get. We'll probably play at least 2 to 4 more, maybe, depending on how well you are, how well you do. All right. Next time. Okay. Hi. Yeah, Heather says hi everyone. Longer stream. It's a 2-hour one, Feathers, like usual. All right, top 5 answers to this question. Once she gets a figure, once she gets a figure, name something a teenage girl wears to show it off. Once she gets a figure, name something a teenage girl wears to show it off. Not crop tops. Yeah, you need a sexy body, but what's on her sexy body? Okay, there you go, Scratching Boomers. A mini skirt. A mini skirt is number 2, and Jonathan says tight jeans, number 3. You know, after she's got a good figure, after she weighs a good amount, you know, she's skinny, you know, kind of like that, Mars. And Scratching Boomers and Heather both said bikini. That's the number 1 answer, you two, a bikini. A bikini. Okay, let me see here. Where are we after bikini? Something, you know, that she wears, though, you know. It's got to be a certain layer of clothing, colorful feathers. Tank top, it's not tank top, that's been guessed, but not a dress, unless you're saying mini bra. It's not a dress. Yeah, like Scratching Boomer says, mini skirt. That's the answer. It's not a spaghetti string dress or a swimsuit. Maybe a bikini, but it's not a swimsuit. Longs, mini skirt, shorts. Nope, not shorts or a spacesuit or nothing. Here, I'll go show off my age. Hot pants. Nope, not hot pants. Not a cheerleader outfit or a tight and striped t-shirt. You've gotten every one of them but 2 and 5. You just got to see if you can get those. I'm answering. Can you see my messages? I saw you said shorts and swimsuit. Well, we did get, and I'm saying we did get bikini. Yes, Feathers, we did get bikini, and I see shorts, but shorts didn't make it. Let's see, tube top. This is a very questionable question. Skinny jeans if she's dumb. Well, we already said tight, not skinny jeans. We already got tight jeans. Tight jeans. Not her Daisy Dukes or her low cut top. Or her pantries or her thong or her swimsuit. We've already got the bikini. It's not thongs or leggings or bike shorts or camel toe pants. You should consider it. I am, Feathers, I am. It's not leggings. It's not birthday suit, high heels, long dress. Not high heels. Well, not breasts, but there is something that there is something that confers to the dress. I mean, oh, I'm sorry. we've got one that concerns to the breast, something you wear with your breast. And women, and remember, this is only available to women. Oh, bra, padded bra. There you go, Heather. A bra is number 5. Bra is number 5. Now you just got to get number 2. Can it have anything to do with hair or hair piercing? Nope. Nope. This is all, this is all what she can wear to show off. Long t-shirt with no underwear underneath. No. Oh, you answer bra? I see long dress. Your bra answered, you said her legs and crop tops, but I didn't see the answer dress. G-string. I did scroll down. I did look, and I didn't see it. Tight-fitted clothes. Okay, specifically, Heather, tight-fitted what? Tight-fitted what? We got tight jeans already, so it would be another. So it would have to be, I answered it. Sometimes it doesn't show up on my stream for some odd reason. It doesn't. It's not a thong, but they're going to be wear something, No, it's not a t-shirt. Not a t-shirt at all, but it's, you got tight jeans. She's also going to wear a tight what? If she's going to wear a tight, so please consider my answer. I am. But it's not, but it's tight tank top. No, not a tight tank top or blouse holder upper. A stocking. Well, it's sort of like a blouse, but it's also, this would be something you'd wear probably in the winter time, the fall time, in the winter time. Not a tight bra or gym clothes. Not tight shorts. Remember, something you might wear in the winter. It does, yeah, a tight sweater. Tight sweater. Number 2 is a tight sweater. And since we have reached the 2-hour pass, we will have one more question for tonight, and then after this question, we will we'll put it down for the night, and we'll continue tomorrow. But we'll give you one more question. Here's the last question. Last question of the night. We got the top 5 answers to this question. Question is, name something people. Okay. Name something people collect as souvenirs of places they've been. What is something people collect as souvenirs of places they've been? Keychains? Not keychains, unfortunately, but magnets. No, not magnets. They don't even say fridge magnets, so it's not magnets. Not stickers. Clothes, okay. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go, Mars. Shirts or sweatshirts. Number 3, shirts or sweatshirts. Feathers says postcards. There you go, Feathers. There you go, Feathers Creature. Postcards is the number 1 answer. Postcards. Let's see. Not photos, but yeah, we do have shirts or sweatshirts. And we do have postcards. Mugs. You would think a mug, but not on this survey. Rocks. Not rocks or shot glasses or liquor. Or caps. Nope. Not mug. That's been guessed. Stuffed animal. Nope. Banners. Nope. We've gotten shirt. But not flags. Or accents or hats. Yeah, you answered shirt too? Did I not? Did I not? Okay. My dad was just calling me. Let's see, what's postcard? We got the postcards. Yes, we did. Not mugs or rocks or shot glasses though, or liquor or caps. Oh wait, I've already seen those. Accents, hats, bumper sticker. Not even a bumper sticker. And they don't collect STDs or horns of animals, or friends, or memories. Not charms or cookies or jewelry. Ornaments? No, he didn't. Mile High Club Award? No. Okay, there you go, Steve Areno. An ashtray. An ashtray. Number 2 is an ashtray. Okay, just got 2 more answers to get, and they're number 4 and number 5. Let's see if you've gotten them yet. It's not pen. Nope, not pen, Tammy. And feathers, it's not shoes or figurines or pictures. It's not flags, not maps, not travel book, not wine. It's not a map. That map was just guessed. MAGA yard sign. No. Not a MAGA yard sign. And then gotta get but. See if you can get it. We got stickers. Yeah, stickers was not there. It was postcards, ashtrays, shirts, and sweatshirts. You got to get 2 others. Yeah, you guessed stickers. Stickers weren't there, surprisingly. It's not road signs. A lighter was a good guess. And yeah, it wasn't a lighter either. Spermicide? Nope, not spermicide or sunglasses. There is one thing that does start with an S, though. But you would never think to collect it. I would never have thought of collecting these. It's not sunglasses or coaster or a hazard cap. Not socks. Not shades. Taxidermy sperm. No. Nope, not stamps. The thing is that you usually, no, not salmon. This is, you usually, not seaweed or shoes. Spoons for loot. Oh, there you go. You got it. You got it, Steve Areno. Spoons. Spoons. Number 4 is spoons. Number 4 is spoons, and number 5 can also be related, to spoons. Number 5. Number 5. If you got spoons, you also would need what to eat? You don't need it's not a fork that they collect. Welcome back, Jonathan. Not a knife. But if they have spoons, glasses, nope. Wow, Steve's on a roll. Knives, and Kiev. Just kidding. I like collectible spoons. No, and there you go. There it was. Oh, wait. I see it. Fork. Not a fork. Not a knife. Steve Areno got it. And Feathers got it, too. A plate. Trump plate. Nope, just a plate. There you go. There are your 5 things that souvenirs people like to collect of places they visit. And unfortunately, that is the ends for tonight. I've got to go home and get ready now. But I hope you guys had fun tonight. And be here tomorrow, same time. We will do this tomorrow, the same time, 6:00 for 2 hours. And until then, everybody, much love, everybody. And till tomorrow night, everybody, peace. Oh, Tammy said she had a mini plate with her photo of her in Gibraltar. Cool. Yep, later, y'all. Okay, bye, everybody.